Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, Payroll and HR, Sage 200 and 300. My name is Malan and I've been working in the payroll and HR industry for almost 20 years. I hold a B.Com accounting degree as well as an engineering degree in civil engineering specifically. And over the years I've guided many people through the processes, specifically actually with training, in earlier years also consulting and support, helping us to be compliant and with all the challenges. On this challenge, I will be exploring Sage Payroll and HR systems step by step, starting from the very beginning. So even if you've never seen the software before, you can follow along. Today, we will start with Sage SBCP, SBCP, which stands for Sage Business Cloud Payroll Professional. Most people call it VIP Payroll. Some will call it Payroll in the Cloud or Premium in the Cloud. Doesn't matter what you call it. We hopefully going to work on the same software and we're going to all learn something in this video. It's one of the most widely used payroll systems in South Africa currently. I will show you where to find the software on the Sage website, what the costs look like, and how you can start the free 30-day trial. We can do it together. I'm going to start it off today as well. And let's see if we come right, and hopefully it's nice and smooth. During this trial, I'll explore the system, we'll learn together, we test different features, and I'll hopefully create even more videos. So please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment a lot. We're in this together, and often payroll HR can be a lonely business. So please, let's chat and solve problems together. There's also Sage software such as Sage 200, Sage 300 as well. The Sage 200 one is the desktop version, very similar to what we're looking at today. And we'll probably have some other videos for that as well, especially if you request some. But for today, I'm going to focus on the SBCP, the cloud version of the old Premier. Okay, so let's get going. And for that, of course, we need to open up Chrome. And we're looking for Sage, right? So let's go Sage. Yes, sometimes what will happen, we can go to the main Sage website. As you might see, we're going in. And then there at the top, probably we're going to look for things like products and solutions. And today, the one we'll find under Sage Payroll, surely. So let's go to Sage Payroll. And already here, it's saying go beyond payslips with Sage Payroll. And they're pushing the start free 30-day trial. So it's still very current. So let's click on that one, start free 30-day trial. And are we going to come right? I hope so. Okay, so the one to register, so create your account, stream your payroll process effortlessly. And here, of course, I'm going to put in Malan Steenkamp. I'll use my email address. Unfortunately, I have a referral account and accept the terms and conditions. Of course, if I go click terms and conditions, we have to probably work through that as well. I'll probably edit this out a bit. You can see here's detail to download the products. The small one, Sage Agreement, SBC Payroll, Accounting. So I'm probably going to click on that one. Interesting. I wonder how many people read these things. And there we go. I'll probably read this in my own leisure as well. And there's affiliations, consent, controller. It looks very standard. I'm not going to be a reseller really. And all the stuff. But yes, please acquaint yourself with this. I've never seen this actually being a problem ever, to be honest. But there we go. Okay, so that's that one. For now, I'm just going to say accept it and go next. Okay, set up your password. Of course, I'm going to hide that from the audience. So let's quickly pause this. Okay, so hopefully this password's going to work. Let's see if we go next. Type of person, partnership. I'm just a person. Steenkamp. And current number of employees is probably going to be 0 to 2 employees. So I'm just going to test it. It's saying you can subscribe with full version for 83 Rands a month. I think that's quite reasonable. If we look at the other numbers, just from a pricing point of view, if we say 100, You can see there it's going to be 3,000 rands per month. So costing wise, I want to say it's as simple as that. Large employees 200 plus, that's the maximum. You be the judge. I'm not going to talk about other systems today, but that's a pricing. So 200 plus employees, that seems to be their max, is 4,000 rand per month, which is also probably not too bad. I mean, that's quite a lot of employees. There's my 100. But for now, let's just get started 0 to 2 employees. I'm going to go next. At this stage, confirming your account. Congratulations, you're registered, which is quite awesome. They're not expecting any money yet, which is great. I don't want to type in credit card details or anything for now. And surely, please hit the like, subscribe buttons, because I'm going to start paying money for this, and I need to make money too. If I help you, I can even consult for you if you really insist on it. I'm not a current consultant, but I do carry a lot of knowledge from over the years. But let's go. Okay, you're not interested in that now. We're eager to see if we can get into the system, right? Okay, so there it's saying log into the account. It's on that password, and please, let's hope we're lucky. We go log in, and let's see if it's going to be seamless. It's saying user account must be active. I think for that one, that's where they want me to confirm on my email. So I'll just quickly go into my email. I'll just pause the video again. Because on the email, I received the email. It's saying welcome to your free 30 days payroll demo. And there's an activate button. So I'm going to click the activate button. That's not in my email, of course. I'm not going to bore you with the details. And it's allowing me to log in. Let's see if I go into this version now, if I can go log in. The password, I'm just going to retype it. Typing in the password. And there we go. Okay, so to me, this is pretty exciting. I haven't done this in a long time. Having my own system, meaning I'm helping people build other systems. So the first time in a long time, yay, I've got my own system. Okay, so it's saying welcome. Let's set up your first company pay cycle. So let's have some fun. I'm not going to skip through, walk through. Let's go. It's saying add a company. So there on the left hand side, immediately I can see there's an add company button. Okay, there's an add company button. So I'm clicking on that one. And it's asking a company number and company name. Normally the company number will just do something like 001. And the company, let's just call this Malan and Friends. Okay, and I'm going to click on next. Now it's asking cycle name. In my mind, this should be something like monthly. It's interesting they give it a cycle name, but we're going to call it monthly. And the cycle there, we've got option monthly, which is normal, weekly or bi-weekly. I'm not going to over-explain that too much. I hope that still makes sense. And then the select pay period, that can become a bit technical. So we're now in September, but for argument's sake, I'm going to make it as if we're running from March. Okay, so I'm going to say select period March, and then exclude from UIF. I'm not included for UIF or skills, but I'm going to run it as if I'm included for UIF or skills that are not exempt. I'm not going to do bonuses. And it's saying exclude from tax certificates, but that's the whole point. We want to learn how to do tax certificates here as well. So on the right-hand side bottom, there's a next button. There's a next button at the bottom. Click next. And then it's saying, this is how long you'd like us to keep your financial data. We will automatically delete financial data at the end of the period, remind you to decide which old, but I'm going to keep it for as long as possible, right? So number of tax years must be kept data. I'm going to say 7 years. Your local tax authority requires to keep it for 5 years, but I do know sometimes the SARS, they want pretty old data. Okay, now then write a note to remind yourself why you need the selection. But for now, I'm just going to say finish. And company apparently successfully saved. Now here's the technical data, so the company registration number. That's typically something like 2001. Let's say when it started, 2000 and let's say 1. And then sometimes there might be a slash and the rest of the number. Okay, for now, I don't really want to put it in because I don't want to have misinformation there. Okay, but that's that number. The tax number, I'm not registered yet. So you type in that one. Trade classification, that's just a statistical information. Skills number, that's very similar to your tax number. UIF is very similar. The UIF number, that's more the unique number for UIF. So you'll have to get that short number. SIC code, I'm not going to type that in either. That is typically if you claim things like ETI. So I know I'm going a bit fast, but please hit the like, subscribe button. Leave comments, ask me if you need some help on some of these fields. Okay, there's no exemptions. Physical, postal, that's just normal stuff. UIF, contact person, SARS, that's still straightforward. I'm just going to go save for now. Saying successfully saved, so that's great. And the company details, that's the company details on the menu. On the employee, maybe not today, or maybe today I'll add a person as well. Maybe just add a new person quickly. But basically we have started. Okay, so the employee code, I'm going to make it nice and simple. Let's make the employee code just 001. The title is Mr. And I'll add myself, Malan. I don't mind sharing that. Okay, I'm not going to put my ID number because I don't want to overshare that. And even my date birth, I'm not going to put in the correct date birth for obvious reasons. And that's the main things I need. So initials, it's only M. I don't have a second name, and that's quite straightforward, right? If I go next on the screen, it's going to jump to next screen. Yes, we put in the physical, we do the postals, we do all those addresses, but for now, I'm just going to say next. I pay this employee by not cash. I'm going to do it via ACB or electronic transfer. I'm going to do ACB. That's my first price. Type of account, let's say check. Again here, I'm not going to put in the proper details. Let's see if I'm going to select maybe Standard Bank. But I'm not going to put in correct details for obvious reasons. And it looks nice and clean. Go next, the employee started working on, let's say, maybe I started working on the 1st. As I'm not going to put anything there. Department, pay point, for now, I'm not going to do anything there. I don't want to overcomplicate things. It can be a different episode of adding employee. Tax employee according to, okay, that's important. Just normal statutory tables. Nothing strange there. RP5 started will default nicely. There's no add directives or anything. So for now, it's just pretty straightforward. Going to go next. The hours, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Nice, stock standard, nothing strange there. I'm going to finish there. And successfully saved. I have myself an employee. Even here, I don't want to go too far. That's my employee. And if I go payslip, because that's often what I want to see, the payslip there's, I want to say nothing going on. But basic salary, let's click on that one. And for now, maybe I just want a basic salary. Let's see if I can get that right by hours and rates. And then maybe then the rates, I'll give myself a fixed salary of, let's say, 25,000 rands a month. Okay, if it's going to work, I can go payslip. I'm going to go OK. And I see, oh, where's my payslip? Okay, so for now, if I click on that one, There's a fixed salary, getting 25,000. So I'm a bit confused it didn't pull through. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to go OK. And there we go. Okay, it does sort of look like a pay slip. At the top, typically, knowing the system, I would probably go payroll and go pay slip. But I don't want to dive into this too deeply. But you can see nice, clean. There's the earning, there's the tax, there's the UIF. On the company side, there's skills, and there we go. So if I want to pay this person, at least I've got the proper value, and the top is for March. I hope for now you enjoyed this. I'm really not going to go further than this. I want to run around a bit now, play with this, and please hit the like, subscribe, and ask as many questions as you wish, because as I said, we're in this together, and I hope we all going to enjoy this journey and learn a lot.